Good morning, this is Kathy, and this is the pre-market analysis for Monday, July 28th. Okay, CL is currently stalling in between multiple emerging patterns, right? So the bias is slightly to the downside, but would rather see it break down this 101 area. Until then, it's really just kind of in a channel as it goes down. So that is going to be the important level, that 101 area. Now, if it gets there, it could just breach it to test the bottom of this PRZ at 174 with a potential breach to test the extreme at the 100.10 area. So if these two PRZs cannot find buyers to push it up, then the ideal target is going to be a double bottom at 98.03 and scaling point at the next PRZ. Otherwise, if price is able, no matter where it bounces from, is able to currently hold above 101.95, then that shifts the bias to upside until the target's 102.84. Upside continuation. The ideal target's going to be the bigger picture for an intraday perspective at a double PRZ at 104.7. Profile wise, Friday was a trending type profile. In other words, it tried to seek value. It returned to that 101.20 magnet and then attempted to go back to the 102.60 magnet. So the line in the sand between those areas of acceptance is 102. Currently, price is at 101.75. So it's in between the neutral zone and the magnet of 101.20. So ideally, we want to see it hold either above 102 or below 136 for different magnet targets. ES is currently stalling in between levels 1974.75 and 1966.75 or 1967 region. So what this says is, well, I have downside bias bouncing into resistance. As long as it holds below these falling moving averages, the bias remains to the downside until it can hold above 74.75. Once it holds above 74.75, then I would be looking for a different leg than from this point. It's just going to change it slightly. It's not going to change the dynamics of this pattern, which is currently a butterfly. So that hadn't quite gotten up enough for me to change it yet, so I'm leaving it where it is until that would occur. Regardless, above 74.75 or below 1967. Then downside break has ideal target is going to be the double bottom at 42.50, but scaling points and potential rejection points are going to be these PRZs. Upside break, ideal target is way up here at the 2000 and scaling points along the way at the fibs that I keep on the chart. Profile wise, Friday was kind of a B-shaped type profile, and so if the selling continues, then each one of these composite high volume nodes are going to be areas of interest, with 1953 being the major magnet target. Okay. Currently price is at 1969.25, so it is between this neutral zone 1970.25 and this lower zone 1964.50. There's a gap at 66.50 and a gap at 80.5. Those are the nearby gaps that I have. NQ is currently in a diamond shaped type formation, and even though it's kind of different shapes, it's like two triangular formations put together backwards, it's still going to be a break and hold beyond that pattern first, and then my significant levels 58.50 or 40.75 as the next areas of important support and resistance. Currently it's slightly upside bias, and I'm only looking at the momentum, but moving averages are flat. Whenever moving averages are flat, that is definitely saying no edge, right? So I would watch for the the diamond shape formation to break first, and then those important fib levels. Upside target implies continuation to retrace this bullish bat. So far, we're stalling at the minimum ideal target, and so that's still kind of a shallow retracement, which is a sign of weakness, unless it can get above 64.75, and then the ideal target is 91.25. Otherwise, a breakdown has the extended target of 39.0950 and scaling points at these green fibs as well as the green zones on the profile chart. So 39.41 is a really major line in the sand for value areas, and price is currently at 39.54. So it's holding above it so far, and right now price in the Globex session is hanging around this composite value area 39.5325, which correlates with Friday's VPOC. So profile wise, I'd want to see it either hold above 59.50 or below 41, and then there's a choppy area of acceptance down here, meaning it could push and kind of chop around there, push, chop around there. Upside break, ideal magnet target is 79.50, and then important resistance test at 39.90.